Hey, welcome back. Okay, so I went through so many trial runs just to make sure everything was working, and it seems to be working right now. Okay, so the council, I don't know how to explain it, but it's really, really, really hard decision-making game, and yeah, let's get right into it. Thanks for sending this. We're in France. Oh.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Damn.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
Dang, he plans on killing
You know,
us.
I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert!
Ooh.
Von Borchert! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
I mean, he did just say that she's really good at what she does. But I'm sure I could beat him. I don't know. Guess I'll trust her. Let's see what she can do.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Well
Can you
done,
cuss on
Louis.
Twitch?
You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This
Could we
time, I'm
kidnap
coming
them?
with you.
No. Even though you impress me more and more,
She got beat
I
up.
have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchardt.
Okay, so what happened in the span of a month? Did he go to jail? Like, Lord Mortimer's Island?
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up von Borchardt's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
So she's gone missing. So it's called The Mad One, so I'm guessing we're going to meet some
The least
of
you
the
could do
characters.
is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
So this has happened before.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited
A
by
priest?
Stadtholm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps
And
we have some common
what's a
interests, Your
duchess?
Eminence.
I have
Is
no
this your
idea.
first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Stadtholm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
You know, you're a priest. I'm pretty sure you know when I'm lying. But neither of these alive, so I'm just going to say personal.
Your Eminence, with
personal
all due
reasons.
respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Right?
Believe what you
We
will,
can't
my
trust
son.
none of y'all.
However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Actually, you know, I could answer the question, but
And you,
let's
Duchess?
avoid the question.
You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse
She's
me
not wrong.
if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are
I'm
you
not trying to
alright?
sound weird or nothing. Right? You know, I'm not trying to sound weird or nothing, but how does her dress not fall down?
Mother? Oh shit.
This game is
Her
crazy.
hand.
What the heck?
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes.
No, you can't
I'll
laugh
make
at
sure
that. I
no
was
one's
just
following
making
me.
a
Don't worry, Sarah,
statement.
no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other
Oh
way.
shit, she pulled out the...
If you kill me,
pulled
you
out the
won't
whip.
find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
Oh damn.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No!
Oh shit.
Run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
Hugh.
Louis, are you alright?
We just saw her get shot. How is she still here?
Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes! I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
Wait, but we just saw her get shot. How is she still alive?
I definitely have to find Mother quickly.
Unless the old lady got carpal tunnel in minutes.
Crazier. Or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Okay, so I know a lot of people would just head straight for where they're supposed to be going. But I'm not a lot of people. I'm gonna look around and see what I can find. And this chick, what is she? Is she a ghost? I'm very confused. I don't know.
Louis, during the trip,
I don't know,
had
maybe.
something I wanted
I'll
to
say
ask
maybe.
you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
They've met before? I don't know. You see, I'm drawn to the detective because, you know, investigating the little things, it'll always bring you to the overall, like, a murder mystery. I don't know. I don't know how to explain detective, but that's the one that I'm drawn to, so that's the one I'm going with. Let's see. I like, yeah, this one, like, reading people like an open book, that one seems very plausible for the first one. I guess I'll go with this one. And yeah, try to look around. This is my decisions matter? Okay, okay, thank you. I'll leave that in mind. Okay,
Well,
I'll keep that
over
in
the last
mind.
few years, I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Alger, for example. Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
That must
Fine,
mean
Emily.
something. She just said
Tell
she has
me.
a memory of
I
two
was actually
people.
helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't
She
know
said-
her by any
that
chance.
must mean something.
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
I have the option to lie to her. You know, I don't want to start off on a bad foot, and since I'm probably going to need her help later on, because you said decisions matter, so I'm going to say no, I
Please
don't.
excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty. even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please
Oh,
stop
my.
torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London,
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Oh, well. Okay.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Each person you meet on the island has their own personality. So it makes them vulnerable and immune. Okay. Huh, okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
Does she mean that it's like a bad
I
thing?
don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review to unlock conditions and effect as they offer very interesting improvements. Alright. So let's get started. So I'm going up. Don't think I can look around yet until I
Good
finish.
sir.
Yeah,
May
I think I
ask your
have to
name,
finish
please?
this.
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet, delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Let's see. What do you know about
What
her?
can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our
Her system?
information,
Okay.
lights were seen in
I'll
the
try
middle of
that.
the night, sir.
I'll see if I can
After
do that one.
verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Your skills give you actions to unique choices and actions at the cost of effect points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost of effect points. Okay. I'll see if I can do that. Okay. Oh, okay, so it's just unlocked. Okay, let me see.
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
You know, give it to me. Let me have it.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refuse to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. There is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
He folded quick.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Okay, so now things are lighting up, so now I can look.
It's like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Rail jelly. Restores 2 effect points. Okay.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough. Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Oh, think about the fall. Well, beyond that.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
The edges are still clean, and the tip is
kinda real.
Kinda.
Okay, so that means people are gonna be trying to sneak around and stuff. Okay, I see what you mean. So that means I'll take the bar for safety reasons.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
Okay,
some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. A lantern. Nothing special.
I don't know. Hold on, I'll come back to that. Okay, what is this?
Let's see what's hidden inside. Ah, one of the letters is stamped with the seal of the order. And I recognize your handwriting.
They all look the same.
Mother. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Who are you writing to? I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter. So.
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he is going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
What is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talked to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar?
Oh, I don't have a thing in politicians. Dang.
I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Alright, let's go have a look. Is that all I can look through? That's all I'm seeing. Oh, what's this? Okay. Oh, it was just the jelly. Oh, wait, there's 2 things here. Okay, first let me investigate the wood.
A wooden floorboard. Judging by the splinters of the wood, this floorboard has been ripped up. It was in decent condition. I wonder why someone ripped it up. What's the point of doing this?
I was gonna say, did I already... Let's examine
Probably
it.
comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Alright, so we checked out the wood. Let's check out this.
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard.
There's something
It's
under
different
it.
from the rest.
Sure, let's rip it up.
There we go. Let's see what's hidden inside.
There's a book and also a bag.
Is this her stuff?
The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time.
And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
From the flashback, she shot someone. So I would say that
Let's look
she's
inside the bag.
she's fine.
A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder. An iron key completely rusted.
I think we should take it. That might come in handy.
It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
Let's take the whole
Right.
bag.
Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her. Crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's
Wait,
going
how do you
on
use
here,
the
but
royal jelly? There we
obviously feel
go.
like you're in danger.
Alright. Wait, should I use them all? Let's just use them all. I don't know if I might need it or not. Look, open the gate.
It's locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
I don't think I can pick the lock. There's the key? Does the key work? Oh.
There we are.
This is what the key was for. Okay. I didn't even know what I was looking for. I just pay attention whenever I'm playing the games.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Wait, you said I found a bunch of hidden stuff? Wait, there's more? This is amber fragments. You just found an amber fragment. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you increase your maximum effect points by 1.
Amber.
Oh, what the heck? What is this? Okay.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
Let's examine the barrel.
Over here, it's cannon powder.
Can't examine it, so I
It's
guess we'll
unusual.
just
I don't know
stand
what the
back.
person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. So, let's go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of the wharf.
Wait,
in the middle
he's
of the night.
giving
That's not normal. And if that
a
weren't enough,
thing. Does that mean
looks
I
now
found
like she's
everything?
armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here. So odd. So very odd. And that's not even all I've noticed. But maybe I ought to move on to the manor now. They'll be waiting for me. At least
Wait,
I hope so.
So that was everything down here? Okay, so what's this?
A Latin inscription. En nessis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Yeah, I can't do either of those. Alright, let's go up.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Wait, so once you go inside, can you go back out?
Impressive.
Ah, my son.
Are they just
I was
standing at the
looking
door
for you.
waiting?
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were
Who's she
supposed to
talking
meet
to?
here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope,
These people seem
but
sketchy.
I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Okay. Well, okay. You have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Okay, so let's try to talk him into handing me the envelope. Okay, let's do it.
Well, thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Never mind, give me the letter. No, let's just say yes.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Right?
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly.
Okay.
You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Golden Order. Okay, I want to take a chance. I would take a chance and say Golden Order, but I feel like if you're in something that's secret, why would you say it out loud? Like, I feel like he knows about it, but I don't feel like he's in it, so I'll just say it's a secret.
If you know my mother, you will understand that I cannot answer you, Your Eminence. I'm sorry, but...
Do not worry, my son. I perfectly understand, and I expected nothing less from you. Discretion and secrecy are both pillars of the organization.
Okay, so I was right. He does know about it.
You are the worthy son of Sarah.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Yes. Let's see. You know what? I'll use it. Let's do
Only
it.
you know that, Your Eminence. If you're asking me if you can trust me, or if I can keep a secret, I would answer yes, absolutely.
I understand.
In truth, it all depends on the nature of the contents of your letter.
It is a list of names.
This list must be of extreme importance.
Ah, if only you knew. It's a list of people that your mother must help. Listen to me. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no
Amber
one other
Alert.
than your mother will read it?
Last step. The last step. You must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. Alright. Okay, let's say okay, no
I
worries.
swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Riche.
Oh, I got a
Your
trade.
mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
I might. Hidden elements, many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so do not hesitate to look at them. Okay. I might look at it. Might. Maybe. I don't know what to say.
Maybe I should introduce myself to the other guests first.
Okay, so with him saying that, that means I can't go anywhere. Let's see what I can pick up though. This might come in handy later. Can't even look at the book.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss. Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
So I can look at the door?
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms. Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
Does that mean I'm missing something?
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
Guess oh, what's this?
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Let's take it. It might come in handy. Alright, I guess we'll start talking to them.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Wait, who's
Since
that?
I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Oh my god, is
Have
it
you
George
also just
Washington?
arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United
Not sure, but
States
that's
of
it for the
America.
doc. As far as
Delighted
I
at
know,
last to
next
make your
time I'll
acquaintance,
pick
Mr.
language just to see.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President.
what
Louis
they
Moras
say.
de Riche.
Alright.
It is an honor to meet you.
Young man,
No, I
let's
might,
keep
I
it
might.
simple, please. Let us
I
forget
might
our
just play
fancy
it like
titles.
a little
Nice
after
to
the
meet
stream
you.
to see.
I should imagine you
could
never
pick
thought
something
you'd be in such
different.
company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his
Wait, but I was
receptions,
right.
there are
That's
over a
George
dozen
Washington.
people here.
They can't all be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you'll forgive my indiscretion?
Let's go with another.
At the risk of disappointing you,
Washington
we were
with a
conspiring
free
in our corners.
Mason pen.
His Eminence
Yeah,
was
I
simply
noticed
telling me
that.
that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Riche's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip
Yeah,
or
I
juicy
see it now.
tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Let's just say she's gone missing.
Lord Mortimer asked me to drop everything and come find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Ah.
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order.
Yeah, you
It's the
pointed that
highest
out
distinction of the order
earlier.
in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has
Oh my
delayed our
God.
host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his
What
deepest
happened to his face?
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start.
Who was that?
Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
You know, I feel like if I stay with Washington, her dress is still gonna defy the laws of gravity, so I'm going with them.
My vision is more important. Let's follow home. I'll follow you, sir. Mr. Washington, I hope to speak with you at greater length on another occasion. Emily, please excuse me, but I would like to speak to Sir Holm. I shall see you later.
My friend, I hope our dear Giovanni is well.
The troubles in France have fatigued him, but he would recover slowly. Do not fear. He apologizes for remaining in Rome. The voyage was too much for him.
And right he was, too. The mildness of the Mediterranean, eh? Come, sit down and have something to eat, my friend. You look rather pale.
Oh, I
Excuse me, sir. I have been neglecting my duty. I haven't introduced
Right,
myself.
it is
Sir Gregory
tempting.
Holm, an old friend of Lord Mortimer's.
A real
I
pleasure,
feel
sir.
like if you make one choice,
must be
you
well used
can't
to
go
the
back and
court
make
of
the other
France.
one, which is probably true.
Now,
so.
how do you find this peaceful little haven?
Charming if I hadn't come here for disturbing reasons.
Yes, I heard the news. What a story.
Indeed. I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, let's just ask.
You seem to know my mother well. Is that true?
Who does not know of her, sir? She has such a wide circle that everyone knows your mother from a distance or closer.
Everyone knows Sarah, my son.
But you only know her by her reputation.
I remember she once worked for the Crown of England and that she always honors her engagements. However, we have never been personally introduced, sadly.
Well, if I'm to believe my vision, you're not going to get along with her. Thank you for your answers, Sir Holm. But I beg your pardon. I get the impression I know you. Have we met? Except in my dreams, of course.
Not that I remember, young man. Perhaps you're mistaking me for another member of the Chamber of Lords. What with the wig and the powder, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, you were definitely the one I saw threatening my mother.
I thought... Never mind.
Who is she?
It'll come back to me. Would you allow me one last question, sir? I don't want to take up all your time.
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Let's see. You know, all of these are really good questions, but damn, I don't know. Let's go for what did she come for?
Do you know the reason for my mother's presence here?
I haven't the slightest idea. No. She was invited by Lord Mortimer.
But you don't know why?
Not really. I was given to understand that your mother was looking for something.
And do you know how long my mother and Lord Mortimer have known each other?
Several years, I believe. They seemed to know each other for quite a while. But it was the first time that Lord Mortimer had invited her to join us here.
Good. And finally, would it be possible for me to speak with Lord Mortimer this evening?
I'm terribly sorry. No, he really is quite unavailable. But please rest assured that everyone is doing their best to find your mother.
All the same, it's not the Chateau de Versailles. It can't be that difficult to find her.
Worry not, my son. I am persuaded that we shall find the famous Sarah de Riche. No doubt with new adventures to share.
What the hell is that?
No!
Is she okay?
Elizabeth! I should have insisted that you rest in your room.
Do you want me to call someone?
Oh.
I'd rather not get involved either.
Dang. You said he's not a friend?
It'll pass. She's slowly recovering.
Who's not a friend? Him?
To see, but normally there are no
Or
consequences.
the
No
priest?
consequences. Have you seen the state she's in? Can you tell me something about her? Who is this young lady?
Elizabeth Adams. She's come to the island for a course of treatment, to rest.
For a course of treatment?
That's right. A seer can do wonders. Are you all right, Elizabeth? Do you feel any better?
When did she arrive?
4 days ago.
Okay. My mother had already gone missing.
The ugly one. He's not a friend? Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
She's just regained consciousness and she immediately reaches for her brooch? I don't know exactly what it means to her, but obviously it's got to be something important.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? You gave us quite a fright.
Take it easy, miss.
Let me... I just need to get back to my room.
Of course, my dear. Go ahead. You saw it, didn't you?
Pardon me?
I segni della bestia.
Sorry, Your Eminence. I don't speak Italian.
Forget it. It doesn't matter.
Aw, dang.
Gentlemen, it's getting late. It is time for everyone to go to bed. It has been a long day.
Oh, I don't know. I'll keep it in mind, though. I'll still keep that in mind.
It's all the more delicate.
I'll see what I can do, but the case I'm on at the moment might well leave me with very few opportunities.
Huh.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
So she's looking on the
Spend too much
cave.
time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Oh, it's naughty to tell lies. Bet my life that you were talking about something totally different from the decoration of the manor. But to find out what, I should have stayed with them. Too bad.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical
I knew it. I
works of
couldn't
art.
go back.
I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Hole, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth
Washington
Adams,
and
Mr. President. She would have liked to
Oh,
stay
okay.
with us, but the poor
Wait, so it
thing's
depends
exhausted.
on the way you
Elizabeth
are.
Adams?
It depends on the choices you make. Okay, that's pretty. Okay, that's pretty smart
Just
though.
mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Washington looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Alright, we're upstairs.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
Okay, so that's what she's saying. Before I go to the room, let's have a look around. Probably not gonna find much. Still be nice.
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte. Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Yeah, it's giving help. No, you're fine. I'm just really
A few leaves out of
trying
Nolan's
to.
encyclopedia.
I'm just really trying to see what I can find.
Decorum guide.
Yeah, I went all the way around. What's up here? I can't go up there? Alright. Let's see.
Monsieur Johann von Wulner.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it is confusing because it's like it's a big open place, so many things that could be hidden. Not only that, but then you have to be like, can I trust this person? Is this person, you know, just because they work for the same organization as you, doesn't mean you can trust them.
President George Washington.
Wait, where did I end up? So it seems so that's not my room either.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Huh, that's me.
Did I go this way? No, I don't think so.
Duke Manuel Godoy. An old sesterce from Roman Gaul.
I don't know if any of this is going to be important, but I'd still like to pick it up.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Biaggi's trust. What should I do?
Right? It's just like you meet all these weird people and they all know this one person. And it's like, do I trust these people? Do I not trust these people? Let's do... I guess I'll leave the letter closed.
I can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Biaggi, so... Too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother.
Wow. Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Oh, I can't even unlock it.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely amber crystals.
Is that it? That was everything?
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
I mean, yeah, if you push too much, yeah, apparently there's a limit. But, I mean, there are ways to get them to trust you, isn't there? Like the choices or something like that. I don't know. This is... I guess I'll do that one. Let's go for this one. Okay, let's see. Another vision.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
De Richet can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of de Richet's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Wait, so this is all happening tonight?
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late. and we have much to discuss.
I know who that is, but I
One
don't
last
know
move.
his name. I forgot the name.
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
I mean, okay, so things are changing to be different.
A little
Okay.
nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
I'm coming.
Okay, before we go, let's have a look around.
Dear Monsieur
What is this?
Darcy, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Hmm. Can I go out here? No, guess not. Alright, so... Wait, then what's the little key go to? What's this?
There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it. There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richer, to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
So that means there's nothing more in here. Okay.
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
Yeah.
I bumped into her in the small salon before.
Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens! I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least, I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
You know... I want to investigate the
Sir,
vision.
I don't feel well. I'm going to have to decline.
I see. Well, I hope you won't be needing my help one day.
I must act swiftly. I'll search my room later.
Wait, so everything was the vision just happened? They were going this way.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Oh, the chess room, that was this one. And it was on the right.
I recognize this part of the corridor. I'm close.
Multiple paths, reach objective. Do the thing twice before embarking. The first path you come to. Okay.
Locked. Servants change the beds every day. There must be a service key somewhere.
Okay, so I gotta find it. But where would they keep the key? The question.
Good evening, sir. I'm sorry, but an important meeting is underway. My instructions are to let no one pass.
Tell me, my good man.
Sir?
Let me through. I'm in a hurry and they've already begun.
Sorry, sir, but no one is permitted to enter.
First, you delayed me at the dock. Then, at the buffet, you spilled red wine all over me. Then, you put my luggage in the wrong room.
It wasn't me, sir.
Don't try to trick me with the mask like last year. You've taken a dislike to me, and I don't know why, but it's too much. Let's pay a visit to Sir Home right now.
I beg you, sir, please, enter. My apologies, and I hope the rest of your stay will prove satisfactory.
That was pretty easy.
Devil's Thorn. The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
Napoleon, okay. See, I have a key.
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us soon. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your loving mother, Maria Letizia Bonaparte. It's a beautiful weapon. Lovely damask blade. It's marked with carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. This window opens onto the balcony. Okay, so that means the other room must be on my right.
Sir, I understand
You
your
didn't see
ignorance,
that?
but the pressure on my family complicates the task.
Relax, my friend. Your relatives will soon be safe.
So what I saw in my vision really did happen. Well, I hope I haven't missed anything important.
I thank you so much.
Don't mention it. Now that's settled, let us speak about your support.
Yes. You mentioned earlier some assistance from the Golden Order?
Absolutely. I have concluded an agreement with their leader, Lady Sarah Faustine de Richet.
Another case that Mother didn't tell me about.
The funds from the Order will finance the building of a foundry in Tuscany. You will soon be able to count on 100 or more cannons for your future campaigns.
I was not expecting
That will come in handy.
so much help from you. When can I meet this de Richet?
Well, unfortunately, something has cropped up. De Richet has disappeared.
Disappeared? What, here?
Yes, but the staff are redoubling efforts to find her, I assure you.
So the agreement, is it on or off?
It is on. Her right-hand man has just arrived here to help us find her. And it is none other than her son, Louis Moras de Richet. I wager he will ensure his mother's commitments are met.
Louis. Not an easy name to live with in these times.
Of course. But from now on, you will deal with him.
This man, it can only be Mortimer.
Yeah,
Very
okay.
well. I will seek him out.
His back is going through the chair. Oh, what's gonna happen? Of course you wanna run. Like, hide. Don't just sit there.
That was a close call.
When you see Louis, speak to him about the amount of our agreement.
And, how much exactly are we talking about?
20,000 louis d'or. A sum that will enable you to easily win your next conquests. My friend, an unparalleled destiny awaits you in France.
That is very flattering. However, is 20,000 louis d'or enough to purchase so many cannons?
In this case, yes. Madame de Richet and I have negotiated a very good price.
Very well. You can count on me to talk with her son.
Perfect. Remember that great things can be achieved with him on your side.
Of course. Anything else?
Not for now. Try to get some rest. The next few days are likely to be tiring.
Then, sir, I bid you a good evening.
Good evening, my friend.
It's time to leave.
Got some good information.
Louis?
Emily? I can explain.
Perhaps, but remains.
Just 'cause someone threw you off balance. That's his effect in case of. Aw, dang.
Still.
But first, you could perhaps remove the blade from my throat?
You have 10 seconds to explain your presence here.
I'm not here for you.
What are you doing in my room?
First of all, let's keep calm. My being here is just a coincidence. Anyway, I seriously doubt what I'm doing in your room is really the question that interests you. Now, is it?
Clever boy. So answer the question that does interest me. What were you really doing on the balcony?
Damn.
Seeing the window open, I feared someone had entered your room. With what I'd heard next door, I'd every reason to believe that your life was in danger.
I am a grown woman.
I don't think I got
how
that
kind
one.
of you to worry about me.
I
Now that I'm
did.
safe and sound, tell me more. Has this anything to do with the Order? Oh yes. Washington informed me you were part of the Order.
You too? You're part of this too?
Yes. Now answer. Do these events concern me? Do they involve the Golden Order?
Fuck.
I
Sure.
overheard a conversation between a French soldier and some other individual.
And what were they talking about?
It seems Mother is involved, something about a military campaign. Apparently my mother validated an order of cannons to help this man.
Really? Since when does the Order finance wars?
As far as I know, since never.
Did they give any details? A date? What they were for?
Nothing at all. Did you know anything about this?
No, but I won't forget. Thank you. All right, Louis, I might have overreacted a bit. Please do excuse me, but next time, please try knocking on my door. I'd be delighted to open it for you.
Oh, well, I'll remember in that case. Good night, Emily.
Good
So I
night,
told
Louis.
her. What does she tell Washington? Okay, I'm back here. Let's go this way.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Yeah, sure.
Here it is.
Thank you, my son. Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you, Louise. Give me 1 second, please. I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please, be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
All right. Okay, so I'm looking for... Wait, okay, so I know my room's right here. But for right now, I'm gonna finish looking for that key.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Oh, I guess I can't.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
I mean, I could have. Okay, let's get this. And I was working on this. Let's see. Well, I'll start on that one.
Alright. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Okay, let's do manipulation. Let's take a room.
Writing material. From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like lemon. That's odd.
It's implying something. Like a secret
I
message.
haven't even had time to unpack my cases. Nothing. A Chinese coin. Recognizable by the... This room looks unoccupied.
Finding a whole bunch of stuff.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Here's something that will undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate.
Sure, let's look.
Someone's picked some lemons.
I'd be surprised if my mother didn't help herself to a few. She was always going on about the surprising properties of lemons.
So that's a clue. Okay. I already looked at that.
Oh, this bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round. A Voyage Around the World, the travel log of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother? Found it. A faint sign of the Order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room. Come on, Louis, think. Think.
You said something about the lemon. So I'm pretty
Let's
sure she
recap.
wrote something in there.
My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind. She must have used the writing materials.
Mm-hmm.
Quill has been used, but not with regular ink. What if she used lemon juice instead? An old trick used to hide messages.
That's what I said.
A message using invisible ink. I bet she used the lemon to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
I guess let's look around. Oh, I can take the whole candle. Let's try the candle.
Aha! It's working! The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. After that, she adds, beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected soldier. And that's its weakness. What is my mother trying to tell me? Since you've gone to so much trouble, you must not have only found something important, but you must have also felt like you were in great danger. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the Red Salon.
Typical. I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Okay, I'm sure I looked at everything in here, so let's go see what we can find.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
I have to find a key first.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
Where would the key be?
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
Oh, I can just go in.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
I don't know. Am I sure I want to be in here though?
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Okay, so I don't have the key for that.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white...
Why would I consume it? That's stupid. Let's see.
August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I'm driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you. But they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please. Your loving sister, Abigail. June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains 30 November, 1791.
I'm sorry, there's just a lot of reading.
The cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but... A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society. My dear Elizabeth.
Okay, so she's immune to physical. Let's leave. So I can't pop into anyone else's room. I can't even go up here. Half circle shaped key. Ah, that's the back here. So, let's see, I have the full circle key, and now I have the half circle key. This is not the room, yeah. It's not the room either. And so yeah, let's go see what's in her box.
Chest with a half circle pattern.
Hmm.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible.
Oh, I can't. I'll take it though. Might need it for later. Yeah, I already read that. Alright, let's see. Tried to check out Washington. He's still in the room. Let's see if I can check out anyone else's, because it should be all the way on the other side. I can't go up there.
That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision. Might be better to take a different stairway.
I don't think there's anything else we can see up here. So let's go check out downstairs.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Hello. You're Elizabeth Adams, aren't you?
Yes, I regret that we haven't been properly introduced.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to your eye?
I had a bad fall.
Looks more like a punch to me.
My eye's nothing. Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
I don't know.
Excuse me, but speaking frankly, why would you care?
I know your mother very well.
I can't say it.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you?
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No. I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
And next you're gonna tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait. There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to
She must be telling the truth.
I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
Sure.
Elizabeth.
Damn.
Confiding in me might ease your burden. Let me relieve you of some of your suffering.
Relieve me? Do you even hear yourself? Do you really think that by confiding in my torturer's son, I will be healed as if by magic? That it will bring my smile back, or let me sleep at night? Look, you don't seem like a bad person, and I'm sorry you have to find out your mother's true colors like this. But I'm not going to pity you. Everybody has their cross to bear. I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they?
Her sister.
Haven't you got a sister?
It was from the letter.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's coming for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
That means she's gonna die or something?
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service, day and night, sir.
I can talk to these people?
I would like to speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else?
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps Sir would like to know something else?
What is outside on the island?
That was my very first question.
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If Sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise Sir to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help Sir in any other way?
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
You wouldn't
go
have a
through
little
each
golden
one.
elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests. Some guests are here to follow a very strict treatment. Mixing or combining certain substances would be dangerous for Sir.
That's fine. I have no intention of swallowing this remedy.
Oh, I got
You see,
it.
I generally use it to put the shine back on my shoes. But maybe you'd rather I ask permission from Lord Mortimer. Where is he? I'd like to tell him about my shoe problem.
Sir need do nothing of the sort. There is no reason to disturb Lord Mortimer with this small matter.
As you wish.
Here you are, sir. I hope Sir will have enough with one bottle, as I haven't any more.
Oh, I'll make do. It's good of you to get this much.
May I do anything else for Sir?
I still haven't quite recovered after that boat crossing. Would you happen to have any devil's thorn by any chance?
I am sorry, sir, but the devil's thorn may be just a plant, but it is also a powerful psychotropic drug that causes undesirable diuretic effects. I would advise against Sir taking any.
Dang.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend Sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope Sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Huh, there you are then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But I...
Now.
But, sir, Very well, sir. Here you are. May Sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you. My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
No point in lying, you know.
Oh, dang, that took all of it.
Got any.
I would never think of lying, sir. I don't believe I am authorized to give it away, that is all.
Amber? Here? I'd be surprised.
Yet I assure you, sir...
No, you're pulling my leg. I don't believe you.
I wouldn't dare to joke with, sir.
Yeah, sure. You're just leading me on. I dare you to show it to me, if you really have some.
Well, then, sir, here is a piece.
Ah, right. Well, I'm impressed. Can you lend it to me for a minute?
Of course, sir. Here.
Wow. I can hardly believe it. Well, I have other questions.
Of course, sir. But, sir, I believe you haven't given me back the amber, sir.
What? What amber?
The piece I gave to sir.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. You really ought to look after your things. It can't be easy to come across amber in these parts.
Well, does sir desire anything else?
A little Carmelite water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
Aww. Okay. Wait, is this not the room? Okay, before it started the cutscene, I wanted to check out what was over here. Not much, it seems. Alright, let's rejoin.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently, and he sends no one to meet me?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the King's table.
I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last.
Dang, I don't have anything good unlocked.
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity, typically French. Down, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
Dang.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur...
Louis Moras de Richet.
De Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
My friend.
The presence of a particle does not necessarily mean a person belongs to the nobility, nor does it prevent the observance of the rules of etiquette, Monsieur von Volney.
Napoleon.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
No, I can tell him. Sure.
Mortimer is arranged to keep his family out of the harmful reach of Corsican monarchists.
Interesting.
And that's not all. Mortimer and my mother have apparently agreed to deliver cannons to this Bonaparte.
What? Since when does the Order finance wars? Are you sure?
Unfortunately, yes. And the fact you didn't know my mother made this agreement makes it even stranger.
Thank you, Louis. At least you have taught me something.
My friend.
That was
Monsieur de
interesting.
Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Of course.
Oh, he's bringing out the offer. This is literally
Lord
the
Mortimer
end.
and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Let's say sure.
Absolutely. 50,000 louis d'or in hard cash.
The offer I'm talking about was for only 20,000 louis d'or, Monsieur de Richet. The truth is, you really have no idea about our agreement. So, you're wasting my time. I need to work with people I can have confidence in, sir.
The exact numbers may have escaped me. I suggest you wait for my mother's return in order to manage such details.
I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same
Napoleon's a
vision for the future
dictator,
of France.
so I'm pretty sure I know what he's about to ask.
Have befallen our beautiful country. What do you think it would take to restore its luster?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this to get on his good
Is a
side.
truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person still remains to be found.
I wonder if
You're
that was a
right, my
good
friend.
choice.
I
Yes,
hear
it
your
was.
words, and I agree. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the Revolution in France. Monsieur Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
My friends,
I got 1 out
I
of
would like
2
to say a
right.
few words.
I guess you can trust.
I would like to thank Lord Mortimer and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place,
Wonder what that means.
Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is eminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present.
I don't have many
and Lord
skills, so I
Mortimer
don't have that many
help.
points.
Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Oh, I didn't even know he had a room in here. Oh, that's my bad. Let's get this. And we can also, I'd say let's fully get this one, this, and I'll come back to that one.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Sure. Sure, let's talk to the
Well,
police.
Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
To tell you the truth, not really.
You are right. Be positive. Perhaps Sarah is in the company of Lord Mortimer, and they will both turn up shortly.
But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
As I haven't visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, La Gorgogne, the Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one? In any shape or form?
Not at all, my son. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be of any use to you.
Thank you anyway, Your Eminence. I won't take up any more of your time. On that last word, then I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it. The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
I don't have that key. Maybe it's in the room. I'll have to look. Let's take a look and see what we can find. You never know. So many butterflies. Let's see if I can find the key.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book
I
changed
think
the way
I
I looked at the
can.
world.
So you always have the chance to leave. So is it that way or is it this way? I don't know. I still want to explore what this is. An earth symbol? I don't think that goes to here.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Yeah. That doesn't... Huh, I found the key though. It's always a good sign. I already read that. What's in here? Because the other door takes me back to... Because the other door takes me back to the... What you call it? The main hallway.
The Miller Brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it. A few pages out of an old encyclopedia. You up. Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
Yes. I'm sure if we just come back. But also, I'd love to try and look for the key. Even if there is one. Yeah, I don't think we could leave. Something in the chair. A coin, okay. So it's not a key.
The Song of Roland. Amber.
I found two. I don't think I can go, yeah.
Amber crystals.
just found 3.
A Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
Okay, I don't think I will be able to find that key, but there should be something else with a planet on it, apparently.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword?
Oh my god.
A hero with a lantern? And the last
Yes.
one holding a shield.
Can that be shown on Twitch?
I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
It's fine, this is gonna be real quick. Because in the letter it said the weakest link, so I'm pretty sure the one with the shield. He's the sword, so he would be turned towards Medusa. I don't know what he'd be doing, but I'm not sure he would be facing Medusa. Why would he turn towards the sword? I don't know. I'll take a guess and go towards shield.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa.
Okay, so he's in front. He's already facing Medusa. He wouldn't be protecting the one with the lantern. He'd probably be protecting the one with the shield. Oh, that worked. Oh, okay, I was right.
Rah! For Pete's sake,
Oh,
Emily!
here she is.
You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
First my room, now here. Stop following me, you're becoming a nuisance.
Wait a minute. You're not implying that I'm here to court you, are you?
Oh, Louis, I'm just stating the obvious. You wouldn't be the first, rest assured.
Yeah, this is embarrassing. The worst thing is it seems to be working.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
I guess I'll answer.
I was feeling a bit peckish. I went in search of the kitchen and I ended up here.
Your sense of direction is mind-boggling, isn't it? Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
Alright, let's have a look. Sure.
The heavenly symbols refer to Pandora's box. Emily, I'm pretty sure I've got Pandora's box.
Of course you have. You see an earthen pot and you immediately assume it can only be Pandora's box. Logical. What I like about you, Louis, is that you never fail to surprise me.
Oh, I already made this choice.
Symbols refer to Pandora's box. Emily, I'm pretty sure I've got Pandora's box.
Of course you have. You see an earthen pot and you immediately assume it can only be Pandora's box. Logical. What I like about you, Louis, is that you never fail to surprise me.
Emily, what if I open the jar?
Would
I
that
already said that
then make
earlier.
man
I
responsible
said her
for all the
dress is
evils?
defying
Try.
gravity.
It'll make a
How is it not
change.
falling down? There's nothing in the back hooking it.
All right, can we move on now?
I do love your irony, but honestly, are you ever impressed by anything you see?
By a chamber pot? No, you really do need to do better than that.
A golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
Cold? You want a rug? It'll warm you up.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that horrible thing.
That's a pity. The gold color brings out your eyes.
And your flattery brings out your boorishness.
Ouch.
An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
The Gospel according to Judas, or How to Crucify Jesus as part of God's plan. You do realize that the contents of this book could undermine the very foundations of Christianity.
One more reason to leave it in the secret room of a lost manor on a private island.
Do you realize how important this book is?
Of course, but what I really want to know is how did it come into Mortimer's possession?
I was thinking the same thing about all the paintings and sculptures in the manor.
This is all very interesting. Oh, I just picked up a dang coin.
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath.
Stop! Don't put your grubby fat fingers on it.
You find my fingers fat?
At least put on some gloves.
Please note, my fingers are slim.
You were going to leave marks. My God, what an amateur.
Many a harpsichord players would love to have sexy fingers like mine.
Tell me where you took your infiltration classes so I can have your tutor executed.
Let's compare hands then. We'll soon see whose fingers are fattest.
No, I'm not going to compare hands with you. Let's just keep going.
Bad loser.
Really?
Well, looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself.
You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
This weapon is typically French, quite old, undoubtedly goes back to the Crusades.
If it is a true Damask sword, it's worth more than a kingdom. It really does look like Joan of Arc's sword.
The famous Maid of Orleans. One of your favorite historical heroines.
You bet. Given the number of English butts she kicked.
And we all know where that got her. When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
Maybe. Oh.
A fragment of amber.
Here's something
There's
interesting.
something behind
A
her.
manor
I
in
couldn't
Maine,
get it.
hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
Maybe.
See those fine scratches around the words?
Yes, and?
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the same way on the signature. The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake, then it's a professional job. These documents must be fakes. No man can own that many original works, no matter how rich he is.
Be careful. The Order has tried many times to estimate his personal wealth without ever succeeding.
And look here. Castles in Scotland, vineyards in Italy, districts in Venice. He's richer than some European countries.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know.
Probably.
She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess, these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? How did Lord Mortimer get all this? It's just crazy.
Secret connections, money, or a well-kept family treasure passed on from generation to generation. Who knows?
That would mean some of Mortimer's ancestors lived before Jesus was born. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Hopefully. Hold on, there's something on the other side, right behind her, that I want to check out before.
I found an amazing ring.
There's an inscription engraved on it.
You're married. Why don't you wear a wedding ring?
You mean wear something just to prove your love? Not my style. Carry on searching.
I mean, the last thing's behind you, but...
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. I can't trust a man who sneaks into my room in the middle of the night.
Are you really
That's
going to use that
why.
against me every time we meet?
It's difficult to pretend nothing happened. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar.
Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little.
If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
Pragmatic, intelligent, sure of herself. Her only weak spot is her difficulty talking about herself. I don't know much about your past, but I'm guessing you had to get by on your own for much of your life. It might have closed you off, and that can be a disadvantage. It might be time for you to open up and risk a little trust. Not every man you meet wants to hurt you.
Yes, you may be right. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Yes,
She has a
it's
partner.
perfectly clear. You're already working with someone.
Ah, well spotted, Louis. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me.
Remember
but
at the
I already
beginning
have
she
all
said
that,
it's like I
thanks to my
have
teammate.
a memory
Is there any
for
chance
two
you might
or
tell me who
something
he
like
is?
that.
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is...
I don't think it would be her father or her husband. I don't think she trusts anyone enough to be a member of the Order. Because if she did, she'd trust me. Let's see. Gamble is it might be her mother or her sister. She never talked about her sister, but she has talked about her mother. No, she hasn't. It can't be my mother. She disappeared. She was questioning if I knew anything about her. Let's take a gamble. Let's go with her
Your
sister.
She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister?
Oh, I was
Virtually
right.
no one even knows. When it comes to getting results, you are very good, I grant you that. You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly. I thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
Oh. Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Okay, now
Yes.
yeah, that makes
You
sense.
can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with two faces.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one. When we accept a mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir Home and bring back the details so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister. Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
Oh, so that was
None of
her
this is very
sister getting
reassuring.
shot in the
By
beginning.
the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
It's time to leave.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
They're getting along just nicely.
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
She seems to have something important. But sure, Emily might tell me something more. Let's go with
Excuse me,
Emily.
Elizabeth, but some very urgent business has cropped up. We can speak tomorrow.
No, Louis, don't leave me alone. They've come back.
Good night, madam.
Well, well, Louis, you took your sweet time. What did our poor Elizabeth want?
She probably wanted to chat more about my mother.
Really? So Miss Adams is somehow linked to your mother?
In a way, I guess she is. But I thought all of that could wait until tomorrow.
That young girl seems very...
Emily?
Hmm.
Have I misunderstood something here? What are you doing in my room?
And for a while now, the question has been nagging at me.
And that explains why I now find you here in my bed. Go ahead. Ask me the question that's been burning at your lips.
I know your mother was here to meet someone, but I can't figure out who.
Oh, so that's what's been hiding behind all this.
We are both members of the Order, Louis. Let's try to be honest with each other. I have followed with great interest your affair in Paris, in connection with Mr. von Borchardt. You managed to steal something from him, if I'm not mistaken.
Emily, you suddenly seem to be very interested in my private affairs.
Dang.
You aren't pumping me for information, are you?
Not in the least, Louis. I'm deeply hurt that you'd even think such a thing of me.
Look, I'm sorry. I just thought that...
Well, you thought wrong. I was interested in you, that's all. But that seems to be beyond you.
Don't take it like that. My mother and I recovered an old occult book that von Borchardt was planning to resell on the black market. There. Now you know it all.
This is quite fascinating. But just what did Sarah expect to accomplish here?
It's fairly obvious that you're still trying to extract information from me, Emily.
Not at all, my friend. You obviously have a dark view of humanity. One can't chat about anything without you seeing some evil plot.
Whoa, don't get your panties all in a bunch. Okay, fine. My mother thought she might find
Damn.
the buyer of von Borchardt's book here.
Don't even
I think
matter
she
if
thought
you try not
he'd
to
be
tell
one of the
her.
people here
It's
on the
still
island
fair.
right now.
Ah, I see. Right. Enough chatting. Come and join me instead. I have to go, Louis. I don't want anyone finding me here in the morning.
You're right. Well, have a good night.
Good night. See you tomorrow, rested and ready.
Sure thing.
What's going on? Wonder if he was the buyer for the book. Yep, that should be all it for episode 1. This was a blast. And I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow or later, but hopefully it's this week. And yeah, that's it for today.